Mr. Whiting, I appreciate you taking the time this afternoon to answer some of my questions. And I guess we'll just get right to it. My first question for you, why should voters elect you as mayor of Lloydminster?
It goes back to my track record. I'm born and raised here in Lloydminster. Been here, majority of my life. Been very involved in the last little while, and it stems from my dad as well, being very involved in. I guess so you could say the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. And in my involvement, I've really enjoyed connecting with the community and getting out and volunteering and being on boards. And I think it's that too, being on boards and my experience on council that is giving me this insight into governance, and specifically, here local governance as well.
So there have been some rough patches as of late between city decisions, city administration, and the community. How do you plan on repairing the relationship within City Hall and with the community?
I see that there needs to be a higher level of accountability and raising that bar inside City Hall and really ensuring that we're acting professionally, both internal and external, and like you said, relationship building. There's not a step-by-step process to follow to do this, but I'm excited to grow our relationships with our community partners, with our regional partners, and specifically with our provincial and federal partners to, just really raise the brand of Lloydminster here locally.
Well, there are two major projects that this mayor and council will have to make major decisions on pretty soon here, the wastewater treatment plant and the community hub project. So what are your thoughts on those two projects, and do you have a plan moving forward with those endeavors?
Good. I'm glad you brought that up, because I do agree that they're two big topics. However, we need to be very clear that they're very separate topics, though. When we're talking about wastewater treatment plant, that is a completely different provincial ministry. We're talking to completely different provincial ministers and even federal ministers, and that there is something that has a different pot of money. The downtown hub is something that we're, really I'm excited for, because it's something, it's investing into our downtown, investing into our community when times are tough and when we really want to grow and diversify our economy. That future hub will be a hub of entrepreneurial spirits, provide more cultural, and there will be a downtown square in the vision that allows people to gather and come together and really build the community spirit. So it itself too is something that comes from, that you would talk to a completely different ministry with. It has a variety of different pots of money that we would try to pull out of, cultural and downtown revitalization and community, all those pots that are completely separate from a wastewater infrastructure program.
And I guess my final question for you, what changes would you make if you are elected as mayor?
Going back to your other comment about relationships, I'm really excited and I feel I can bring a lot to the table when talking about building relationships. I'm excited to build provincial and federal relationships, and then really build the community relationship back that we have that has dwindled away here a little bit, and even building back the relationships with the media. I'm excited for that too. That and really again going back to holding our administration accountable, those types of things I'm really excited for.
Well, Mr. Whiting, that's actually all the questions I have for you this afternoon. Thank you so much for taking the time, and best of luck on October 26th.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yep.